Okay, now that we are done with the panning, it's time to start getting into the EQ work. And the first step of the EQ phase here is to eliminate unwanted noise. And if we listen to what we have here compared to the reference mix, you can hear that there's a lot of low end like mud that's cluttering up the mix and makes it sound a bit muffled. So let's just listen to it. This is one of the reasons you want to use the reference mix, because it's a lot easier to find these problems. Like here, you can hear that the sound of the reference is a lot more light and open, while this sounds a little bit like muddy. Let's listen again. So that's going to be the first thing we're going to address. And what you want to do in the beginning, what I do at least, is to get rid of the unwanted low end on all the instruments that are not bass instruments. So let's just look at this horn. Actually, it's not the best example. Let me see here. Yeah, you can see in this instrument that there's a lot of low end, which is outside of the range that you listen to. See here, this is just noise. Low end noise that you don't want. So we're going to get rid of all this by applying a low, like a high pass filter or low cut. And be careful to not take away too much, because that's going to take away a lot of the body and the warmth of the instrument. But we'll start by doing this on most of the instruments that, or all the instruments that are not bass instruments. And that's already gonna make everything open up a lot. I'm gonna take off a little bit of the very low end, like the sub, what's under 80 to 50 hertz, because that's only gonna be like the sub noise anyways, which is probably gonna be covered by the boom, like the low end boom here. Actually, I'm gonna open this and see if there's any obvious difference so far. I feel that it's a little bit more open, but let me see. Feels still a little bit muddy. So here, seems to me that there's like a ringing noise to it that I want to get rid of. So feel that there is here as well like this ringing noise that I want to get rid of around this area. I'm just searching a little bit with the EQ to find the problem spots. So I'm just going to do a little... just some small changes here. Let's see if there's any difference now in the strings here. Feels just a little bit more light and open. So let's see, that's the strings. Let's see if there's anything we can do with the brass. I'm gonna start by doing the same thing there. Take away some of the low end, because we don't need that in the horn here. Gonna do the exact same thing for the choirs here. As you can see, there's a lot of wait, let me take that away. A lot of low end noise there, so I'm just gonna get rid of that, because it's not too bad on its own. It's just that when you have a lot of instruments, let's say up to 100 tracks, now we don't have that many. But when you have a lot of tracks, this can really make a big difference. Actually, I feel like I don't need this one. There's enough low drums already, so I'm just gonna get rid of it, because if not, it's just gonna add unwanted noise to the mix. So less is more usually. So for these hits as well, I want to leave some space for the boom. And the boom, I'll roll off a little bit of the high end if there's any at all. So now they work really well together. Let's choose all the tracks and then see before and after the EQ changes. It's not a big difference, but it makes, like in the big picture, it makes a subtle difference towards like something that's less muddy and a bit more open. So now that we've been taking away a lot of the unwanted frequencies, what I do next is some subtle boosting. So for the horns, for example, I like to give it a little bit more high end. and take away a little bit of the stuff I don't want. Sounds a bit more clean. And here as well in the choirs, it sounds, I know, a bit dead.